We've been friends, we're not totally sure, but it's somewhere 40 plus years. Initially there were four of us. Paula had a special friend and I had a special friend. And Paula's special friend moved on to Colorado. So Paula was kind of really sad and dejected, and Judy and I kind of looked at each other and decided to adopt her.
Mary traveled a lot for her job, and so Judy and I would tag along because we could get a free room if we stayed with Mary, and we only had to pay our travel expenses. And so Mary would go off to her meetings, and then Judy and I would get into trouble.
That was sort of the understatement, but I'll go along with it for now.
Mary was at her meeting, and we went to go to a restaurant, and we got lost, and we ended up in a Farm Bureau cocktail hour or something.
They got lost in the Skyway
in the Skyway in Des Moines. Mary's more organized. Mary can lead meetings. She likes to take minutes. She likes to do all that stuff. I don't like meetings. I would rather just work with somebody and then just do the hands-on. You tell me what to do. And Mary can do that.
It's a true confidential relationship. What I say to her, I know stays with her, and I really appreciate that. And it's loyal, and Paula is probably the first person I call when things are going bad, and I think especially when I lost Joe, she was just there for me. I'd call her at 2 o'clock in the morning and they'd meet me at the hospital and things like that. And there's just a loving, trusting basis there for that kind of a friendship. And I so appreciate having her in my life. She has really enriched my life. Our discussions together really encompass our faith as well. We have lots of deep faith discussions on, sometimes it's on a scripture, sometimes we're in different Bible study groups and we talk about what's going on there, and we share our personal faith as well. The friendship has evolved over those years and has come to be something that really is precious and that we both treasure.
Yeah, it's not very often that you get to have a friend in this day and age that many years and stay living in the same area, as mobile as people are now. So, it's a real treasure.
Well, I think as far as initiating things in our friendship, I think there is a great balance. I'll call you and say, do you want to do such and such, or you'll call me, or it's pretty even Steven in that regard.
These days we text each other.
That's true. We have iPhones.
Yes. We're trying to get up with the new generation. I think one of my biggest blessings is, there's more than one, but one is that Mary's always available. Even if she's out of town or at a meeting or something, we can always contact each other. And then I think the other thing is our Christian background and our faith, and the fact that we can talk to each other and honestly bounce ideas off of each other without feeling that the other person's going to walk away and say, I'm not going to talk to you about that anymore.
Just knowing that I have someone as dear and precious as her in my life is very much a blessing, and especially now that I'm alone. And there's certain things that you just need somebody to bounce things off of, and Paula's always there for me.
It's been a good example for our kids to look at a true, genuine friendship and say, wow, I think I'd like to have that in my life.